Okay, welcome back to Mission Raceway. You are riding along with me in my 2013 Scion FRS. We are at the season opener of Speed Fanatics. This is the second session of the morning. So for those of you that are keen observers, you will notice that we are on some freshly paved track. So big shout out to Mission Raceway Park. Paved turns 1, 2, and 3, which includes the straightaway, so it's a lot better. There was a huge bump here before, it's now gone. You can really get on the throttle early, push out of that corner. Lap times on average seem to be 1 to 2 seconds faster for everybody, so we should see some new records broken this year. Coming up on Scott here in his RX-7, I think. It's got a rotary engine, whatever it is. He's not quite going to give us the wave by yet, so we're just waiting for the straightaway here. Hopefully he can send us on by. I did a lot of upgrades to the car last week, so we are now on fresh BC Racing coilovers. Adjusted the rear, I got adjustable rear control arms, so I've got camber front and rear, and the whole point of this is just to see what I can do with the new suspension and the new track. So I did pick up over 2 seconds over my last personal best, so I don't know how much of that is the suspension and how much is the new section of track, but all in all, the car seems like it's handling a lot better than it did before. So currently no brake markers on the wall there. I'm just basically hitting the brakes when I get to red line in third gear. So hopefully they get those brake markers back up. Little bit of an oversteer there, no big deal. It's pretty common. I'm trying to hug the inside here, get set up for the exit of this turn, get a good run. This is one of the areas we can make up some decent time. Now this is where the new suspension is really coming into its own. This bump here used to cause a real nasty oversteer for me and set me up poorly for this turn. That's all gone now. The car is incredibly stable. We also replaced the subframe bushing, so I do have a little video on that. We dropped the whole rear subframe and machined some Delbert bushings to try to firm up the back end of this car. Now I'm still getting a big clunk. I've got some clunky in the back. I've ordered a whole new bushing kit for this, so that'll be coming in a future video, but we're going to change out all the bushings to nice urethane bushings. Hopefully firm that suspension up a little bit more. Pavement is looking really nice. Hopefully over the next few races it's going to get bedded in with a lot more rubber, and we might see some lap times drop even further as that track picks up. Some nice sticky rubber. Okay, still chasing a better time here. Lap 3 was the best, 119.817. I am going to break my personal best on this session, so stay tuned for that. Getting a good run out of turn 9 is key here. This is where you're going to make up most of your gains on this track. Now I did install some new header on this car. I went with the unequal length header, which just happened to be what was on Marketplace. I have not increased my top speed down at the end of the straightaway there, so if anybody knows if I should be getting more horsepower out of that header, or if it just flattens out the bottom end of the power band, I don't know. But anyway, no more top speed, didn't increase it at all. So I'm going to maybe look at doing a tune and some more exhaust work to get the cat back in there. A little bit of an oversteer. Car is way more controllable now, so these all seem less dramatic. Camber. Don't even know what I'm running for camber yet. haven't even measured it, so we just took an eyeball at it. So there's lots of room to improve the setup here. So I didn't max out my camber. I still have room in the plates to go a little bit further. I'm going to get a measuring tool on it and set it. I didn't want to just go right to the max. Everybody seems to slam their cars and crank the camber in. Trying to take a little bit more of a methodical approach to it. So I was checking temperatures across the tires when we get back to the pits. That's something I'm going to continue to do and try to build a bit of a profile here and continue to play with my camber and try to get it dialed in. I got a new fresh set of tires going on this weekend for Ridge Motorsports Park. Big shout out to the guys down at LB and Tire who are helping me out with that. I am running hand hooks. They're just basically kind of a mid-range tire. They're not the most amazing tire out there. They're 200 wear tires, so they're going to last reasonably long, and they have performance is pretty good, so they're good value for the money tire. Lots to choose from out there, so don't get too overwhelmed by it. There's tons and tons of good tires out there. Okay, so we're at a 119.58, so I did best my time on that last lap. This still isn't my fastest lap of the day. It's coming up further down, so I'm going to shave off a little bit more here. Been experimenting with tire pressures. I've been starting out around 27, 28 psi, coming back to the pits at about 37 to 38 psi, so I was thinking about a 10 psi increase. They definitely tend to fall off a little bit when they get that hot. So I'm running a little bit of a cool down lap here, trying to bring the brake temperatures down, tire temperatures down, as I set myself up for a couple faster laps. Part of that is coming up on this lap traffic, so I'm just trying to use this time to cool the car off a little bit before I catch them. Once I pass them, then I will hammer down and try to set another fast lap. These were 25-minute sessions, so 5 minutes longer than the normal for a track day. If you are out here in your car, to try to push hard for all 25 minutes is going to be pretty counter, or not very productive. For you're going to really overheat your brakes, you're going to overheat your tires, and unless you're running a pretty high performance car, you're going to actually find the lap times just dropping off. So never hesitate to do a slow lap or even pull through the pits and just give your car a chance to cool off and then go set that fast lap. So Miata's going to wave us by. This is a spec Miata. He should actually be faster, but I think he's renting that and just taking it easy, so maybe he'll be out in the race coming up this weekend. So going to run with this MX-5 for a bit here. This guy's actually pretty quick. Normally catch these cars in the straights, got a little bit more power than they do. He's pretty quick in the braking zone, and he kind of misses the apex, goes a little bit wide. So I'm able to gain on him there. I'm normally pretty quick through here. This is a really fun little section. Try to stay left on the curb when it's dry at least, and then hug this inside turn so he goes wide again. A little bit of a slower line. If you go wide there, you're not going to get that exit here. And I'm having to back off the gas. So, trying to get a good run out. I'm going to get right on his ass here. He's going to wave me by. And he does. And I should be able to pull on him on the straight, no problem. So that we're on lap 11 now. This is actually quite a bit. Normally I'm only doing about 9 laps on a a track day session, so these 25-minute sessions are nice. You have to have a little bit of extra gas in the tank. You'll burn a little bit more than you expect or what you're used to. So chasing the BMW. He's definitely got some straightaway power. He goes wide as well. So guys, try to really, you can cut that apex, you can get really close to the tire wall there. Get on the inside curb here. And I'm able to catch him in the turn. He takes away a different line. He's using his horsepower, he's pulling. I'm pretty confident I'm going to catch him here. Turn 9, try to get a good run, gives me the wave by, go for it. So if you stuck with me this far, thank you. We just started lap 12. This is going to be my fastest lap. Finding the apex here. Driving hard to the wall. I'll be red line in third gear. Onto the brakes. Get close to that tire wall and then start hard on the accelerator. That bump is gone. You can really get into the throttle a lot sooner than I used to be able to. Little oversteer, no big deal. And a little bit of an oversteer again, get myself set up, actually help rotate the car around to get a good exit here. I think that's what actually made a difference on this lap. Checkered flag is out, but we're going to keep pushing. We get to finish the lap at full throttle, then take our cool down. Getting a good run out of turn 9, giving it all it's got. And there we go, 119.225, so that's a new personal best for me. Thanks for watching, guys, really appreciate it. If you like this, give it a like. And if you want to subscribe, I really appreciate that. And I'll see you out on the track.